Hello, and welcome to another episode of Wyverns and Weirdos, a D&D podcast set in the world of Fierlor. I am your Dungeon Master Darby, and joining me as always are Laura playing Bertie, Eddie playing Anya, Jake playing Newman, and Zoe playing Ross. Let's jump into it, shall we? So, where we last left off, the party were delving through the lair of Vileblight and the sub-lairs of his apprentice, Vileblight's apprentices, when they made deals, slew some dragons, and eventually reached Vileblight themselves. So, when we finished our last session, we pre-rolled initiative to make things quicker when we came back in. So, with that, Jake Newman won initiative. So let's go to combat cam to see where folks are.
Yep. So, friendly reminder that we will be starting this episode in a very sticky manner as Newman's trigger is met for his casting of, I believe it was Web, which was as soon as he sees this dracolich, he shoots Web.
Okay.
So Newman's going to go for the face. And hopefully just something sticks to something. Because he's quite large, and I believe Web only takes up... how much room? Let's have a look. 60 feet... Hang on. 20-foot cube, I believe.
Okay.
At a range of 60 feet.
20-foot cube. So where would you like to place that?
Right underneath its head.
All right. So
hopefully its head can stick to a surface or its arm or leg or something.
Yeah. So this rock formation is just part of the mini, but it is on. But Vileblight is on a sort of dais with 5 dragon heads on it. Each of those dragon heads seems to line up with one of the dragon statues on the balcony above. And yes, one of those statues is an old Blue Eyes White Dragon figure, because I only had 4 of the appropriate dragon.
Amazing.
Draw your last pathetic card, Yugi.
Nothing but the best for session 69.
All right.
And then what I do beyond that, I have absolutely no idea.
Okay, so Web...
Newman is in absolute awe at seeing this.
So Web, does that require a saving throw?
I believe... Let's have a look. So, it's a Dexterity 21 saving throw. So, difficult terrain and obscure the area. Solid masses, blah, blah, blah. Each creature that starts its turn in the web or that enters them during its turn must make a dexterity saving throw. So it only does the save at the start of its turn.
All right. All right. So that's your go then?
Mm-hmm. That was the prepared action before entering the room.
Yep.
If you'll let me, I'd like to make further actions.
Yeah.
Newman would like to hopefully get to the left-hand side of the dragon.
Your left or the dragon's left?
Newman's left from the perspective
Alright.
of the battle cam.
Yep.
All right, and can Newman breach it? He wants to prod at him a foot.
Okay. So Vileblight's not as high up as the mini suggests.
Yeah.
He is as big as the mini suggests, but
Yes.
not as high up.
Yes.
The dais is probably only about 5 foot high at its highest.
Mm.
So yeah, very easy to hit any point on Vileblight that you want. Or to attempt to be able to reach it anyway.
Yes. So
Whether
Newman
or
will
not you
attempt.
can hit, let's see.
Yeah, Newman will attempt to do an attack with his lock blade.
Yep,
So that is a 30 to hit.
that certainly hits.
Okay. Ally within 5 feet.
Yes, I believe so.
All right.
Because it's
cool.
so tight in here. I think everyone is currently within 5 feet.
Yeah. All right. So Newman would like to do 13 piercing damage to this boy.
All right.
To this big bony boy, and then he will do an additional 13 damage through sneak
All
attack.
right.
So for a total of 26. He will then use his bonus action to hide if possible.
Yeah, it's possible to kind of hide behind one of the pillars of this balcony. So
He
the
would like
balcony,
to sort of.
conversely, is higher up than it looks.
Yeah. Okay,
It's probably about
cool.
10 feet high.
And okay, so he rolled a 33 for stealth,
All right.
and he would like to then move in stealth if possible, just a little bit further.
Okay.
Just so he's not in the place where he was last seen.
I won't move you further
Just
because it is very difficult from here to reach that far in on the bottom level.
Let it
Yes.
be known.
Yes. Okay. Ross, it is your go.
Okay, cool. So Newman has just shot a bunch of sticky stuff in this thing's face.
Episode 69, everybody.
So, quick questorino. Is there any metal on the dragon?
No, it is entirely bone.
Okay. If I were to go to the tip of that little bone wing there, just the tip, would I be able to like reach it?
Yeah.
Okay, so Ross is gonna run over there. As she's running, she's going to be like, don't form a line, don't clump up if you can. We don't want to get in the way of any kind of breath weapon. And she is going to run over to that
So it
wing.
would be this wing would be the easiest to kind of get at.
Okay.
Because the other one, you have the difficulty of having to get over the tail.
Okay, cool. Can I get, no, yeah. So if I reach up, could I grab it?
Yeah.
Cool. So, as we all know, Ross always wears a lot of jewelry, right?
Mhm.
I would like to, take off one of the pieces of jewelry she wears on her horns that probably has like a chain dangling between two loops, and she's going to try to attach it to the bones.
Make
Can I? If I do it sneakily, can it be sleight of hand? I'm good at that.
Make me a sleight of hand check with disadvantage.
Okay. That's a 7 and a 2. On the 2 makes that an 18.
18.
+7. Oh, 12.
Hey.
Thank you, Newman. So
Yeah.
I want
I
this
don't know
dragon to be
18.
fashionable.
I don't know what
Okay.
18 plus 7 is. That's it.
25.
25.
Okay, cool.
All right. So it's on there.
Cool. Is that my action for the moment?
It would be, yes.
Okay. Cool. Well, then that just sets me up for next round. So she has attached a piece of metal to this dragon. And she is also going to look back at the others. And she's going to go, careful, Birdie. I know you're good at this, but I don't think you've ever hit anything this big before. Be safe, yeah? And inspire him.
All right.
Thank you.
Bertie, it is your go.
Okay, Buddy for a moment is just like, it's a big dragon. But then sees Newman shoot forward, and Ross shoot forward. Like, okay, you can do this. You can do this. And he still has his dragon wings, of like the armor.
Yes.
So this is difficult to do with the mini, but he is going to get as high up as he can. Ideally, like behind his head, like on the neck.
Okay. I'm just gonna wedge you in, but
Yeah. Yeah, just wedge him into the bone, Dragon Darby, yes. Just ram him in. And then I'm gonna do my bonus action first. So while he's doing that, he kind of like, as he's like kind of like trying to, he's a lot better at flying now. He kind of surges forward and he kind of makes like the two-fingered shush to his chest and just tries to focus his energy as he's been practicing in his room. And he's going to use Channel Divinity to do Vow of Enmity
All right.
onto Vileblight, which means you can choose a creature you can see within 10 feet of you. So he does that once he gets there, and get advantage on attack rolls against it for 1 minute or until it, dies. So that's up as his bonus action, and then for his action, he is going to swing his blade and attack.
All right.
Not
Roll
paying
to
attention to
hit.
potential. All right, so that's an 18 plus a 15 to hit. So
Certainly hit.
a lot.
Yeah.
And so it's a D8 plus 11. Yeah, okay, cool. Awesome. So just one moment, get my collection of D8s that I've had to procure. All right, so the first attack of that is a 7, so 7 plus 11. My apologies, everyone. I love doing maths for D&D.
So that's 18.
So 18 all up so far, and then he has is it additionally 4d8 or 5d8 because of radiant damage?
From Smite?
No, from the blade itself.
Oh, from the
because
blade
he charged
itself?
out with the radiant damage.
It was
with
with
the
a
radiant spell.
5th level slot, so it would be.
Yeah.
It
So
would
it's
be
like a
5d8.
maximum of 5d8. Yeah,
Yes.
cool. All right, so I'm gonna roll those as well. Hang on. So just a momento. So you've already got the 18 down, so I'll add these together. So
Yep.
5 plus 2 plus what's that? Oh, it's an 8. Cool. Plus 6
15,
and
21,
one more plus 3.
24
so
points
that
of radiant.
24 points of radiant. And then because I forgot. I think he has advantage. I'll quickly roll. Not a nat 20, so that's fine. And with that as well, because he has advantage, and he's a Hexblade Warlock now.
Yes.
He has the blade blessing of Fethus, which Darby has designed specifically to make my have a fun little tongue tie thing. So basically, if I have advantage on attack, I deal additional 3d6 damage. So because Fethus is pretty much a rogue god, which is exciting. I get to be like Anya, except baby. So 6, so 4, 2, and 2. So 8 additional points of just regular damage. Doesn't specify the damage. Yeah.
So it's one of the types dealt by the weapon, being sneak attack.
Now, my apologies. Betty has 2 attacks.
Yes.
Sorry, guys. So I speedrun. So I rolled a hit again with advantage. So 15 18. So again, 18 plus 15, which will hit because that was the last one.
Yeah.
So I'll just roll 6d8 altogether because that's 1 plus the additional 5 radiant.
Yes.
So the
And
one regular
neither-
one is yeah.
Neither type is affected by resistance or immunities or
That's fine.
vulnerabilities. So
So that's plus 11. So 11 plus 3 plus 6 plus 6 plus 7.
33,
Where's the other one? Oh, I'll roll it again. 1.
34.
So 34, and then the 3d6. 6, 3, so 9, and 2, 11 additional points of damage for the sneak attack thing as well.
That was
There
a
we go.
nasty attack.
That ends Buddy's turn, and he's kind of, he's basically trying as hard as he can, so he flies up, tries to like drive it into whatever he can kind of get purchase on with like the back of the head, and then just like again pulls out and then back in again, and then when he like pushes that down for that second attack, he tries to just hold on with his other hand. So he's basically just like crouch holding onto the back of this dragon's head.
All right.
And that ends Buddy's turn. Thanks for putting up with the maths, everyone. Happy episode 69.
At the end of your turn, Vileblight is going to use 2 legendary actions to use a wing attack. It beats
Cool.
down his wings. Can I get everyone to roll me a dexterity saving throw, please?
I believe the wind cannot see me. I'm completely joking, don't worry. Dexterity, was it?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm afraid I've forgotten how to play roads. But I think Anya has something with Dex.
Because I've got both Borax and Sam to deal with, I rolled 2 dice.
Oh.
They were rather poor results, but a 6 and a 9.
Oh, yes!
Nice.
Nice.
This is fate, honestly.
Nice.
Well,
Now,
probably
anyone,
not very well, but it's fine.
yeah, Birdie's too high up for anyone to be within
Yeah,
his.
sorry about that. I was just checking
However,
my range.
And
yeah.
and Sam's range is only 10 feet as well, which Anya's the closest, but the Anya is still just out of it. Sam has
I'm gonna go a
hell of a
lucky.
bonus,
Much better.
but he still doesn't have enough. Save. Borax doesn't make it. So Newman, what was your?
I got a natural 1 and then a natural 20 with lucky.
Okay, so that is a success then. Ross.
27.
That is a success. Bertie.
Well, what's Ross's inspiration do again, Zoe?
It's a D12 plus 4.
Can I add that
Plus
to a save?
2, isn't
is
it?
the question.
Oh yeah, D12 plus 2.
Yes, you can.
Yes.
D12 plus 2. I'm going to do that because I rolled on that one. Hang on. So, oh my god, it was a 2. So that's a 12.
Oh, that is a
Not
failure.
good.
And Anya?
Anya rolled a 28, and
Alright,
she
that-
has evasion.
Yeah.
So.
So Anya is going to take no damage. Bertie and the 2 allies are going to take 14 points of bludgeoning damage and be knocked prone.
Do I take the extra damage from that
Yeah,
one then, Darby?
you will take. You're not too high up, so it's only 2d6. But I rolled near max damage.
Can Anya roll? Anya, as a reaction, casts Featherfall.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
So
But you do
Anya
not
does
take-
that.
You do not take the damage.
Anya!
You still,
Yeah, as she sort of feels Bertie get hit, or like can feel the brush of the wind, she sort of twists around, and a silvery, still sort of staticky, but quite strong, like stronger than you've probably seen it. Like this wisp of magic like shoots up to where Birdie is, and he starts just slowly floating down.
But I believe everyone else I said succeeded, didn't they?
That's incredible. So I imagine Birdie gets like he's been trying to hold on, but he gets flung off, and then like almost like the breath knocked out of him, and then it just slows.
So for the folks who succeeded but don't have evasion, that is 7 points of bludgeoning damage. So
Does
for
Newman have
and-
evasion yet, or has he
No.
not taken another rogue level?
He has evasion.
Oh, he does?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yep. When you are subjected to an effect that allows you to make a dex save, take
Okay.
half
Boy.
damage.
So Ross takes 7 damage.
All good.
The NPCs and Birdie take 14. Alright. So alright. 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 Next is Sam's go. Sam is going to what has he currently got? What has he currently got? He is going to... He's going to cast as a bonus action a 4th level, I think, Branding Smite. Then he's going to try to attack with the Blade of Disruption. So let's see if it hits. It does not. I rolled a 19, which is not quite enough to hit. But he is a high enough level paladin that he has a second attack. Let's see if I can do, and nope, it's worse.
You can take a potion for that, Sam.
And at the end of his turn, Vileblight is going to use a legendary, his last legendary action for the round to, yeah, let's make a perception check to see where you went to, Newman.
That's opposing a 33.
27, so no.
And I guess like when the wind came, he was just kind of like up against the wall and then just went fully aerodynamic, like brought his legs and arms up like that to be fully aerodynamic.
It is now Vileblight's turn. Vileblight is
Making weird noises, apparently.
Anya, can you please roll me a Constitution saving throw, please?
She can, but that's a 16, which is pretty good for her. She doesn't have anything to con saves.
So
Nah, +7. I don't like that.
Cool. What's 16 plus 7? I'm bad at maths.
16 plus
23.
25.
23.
23.
23.
That's correct.
Okay,
not
so
25.
that is enough to say. You still take damage.
Thank you, Newman.
No worries.
You're gonna
Just don't
take
rely on it too much more.
You're gonna take half of 10d12 in necrotic damage.
Okay, that's fine.
As Vileblight so you are going to take 30 points of necrotic damage. As Vileblight casts Time Ravage on you, and you feel yourself almost starting to age a little bit. It's not as an elf, it's not particularly
It's not visible.
It's not so
Is
much.
she aged 69 years, Darby?
Yeah, that's nothing to an elf. That's next to
Nice.
nothing to an elf. So
Nice, I'm gonna update her age. Unless this is temporary, please let me know.
yeah. Look, you can choose to keep it if you want.
I'm not gonna
'Cause
choose
this
to
level
keep
of it is more flavor than anything else. If you had failed, there would have been consequences, but yeah. So that is Vileblight's go. At the end of Vileblight's go, it is the losing ties level 20 lair or initiative 20 lair actions. So who is between a dragon head and dragon statue? I have the PDF of the underneath map so that I can actually see. Ross, you and Cobra Farax are both in the line between one of the statues and heads. So let's roll an attack. So the one to try. Actually, no, it's a line, so it's a dex save. Sorry. So roll me a dex save, please.
Phew, I'm good at those. Okay.
Borax rolled a nat 1.
23?
23 is the DC exactly. So you take nothing on this effect.
Cool.
But you dodge out of the way as a beam of cold energy sparks between the mouth of the dragon statue and the dragon head. And you all see like these beams blast off of all of the heads. And Borax is going to take 3 cold damage. And it is Borax's go, who is going to use, is it a bonus action or an action to change shape? I'm going to say it's an action because that is probably right. So they change into the form of a blue dragonborn and get out of the way of the statue and mouth path because they cannot move easily in this space as a dragon. So from there, they're going to lose access to some abilities, but they can still, actually, they can go the other side and claw at the wing. And they get to claw twice in this form. Those are both shit rolls. And I believe both the 6 plus 16 hits, but the 3 plus 16 does not. So 1 claw for 12 damage to Dread Magister Vileblight the Undying from the dragon. Anya, your go.
Okay, so Anya, she's gonna do some fancy shit. So with the sort of wisp of magic that is still sort of expelled from her fingers from sort of catching Birdie in midair, she kind of wraps a hand around and whips it around herself, and using 2 sorcery points, she's going to cast Blur on herself. Sorry, I probably should have stayed in the spell section for this. So it is a concentration spell, which I will have to remember. But basically, any creature will have disadvantage on attack rolls against her. Um,
And you're immune
and
to, or an attacker is immune to this effect if it doesn't rely on sight, as with blind sight, or can see through illusions, as with true sight.
I'm going to be pissed off if this dragon has true sight, though it will make sense if it does. But Anya wouldn't know that. So, to anyone who doesn't have true sight, Anya would sort of break apart into this almost staticky effect, where it's kind of wavery and she's shifting from like almost 3 different spots very close by her, and she's staticking between the 3. And she skitters forward, sliding under the dragon to get to the back of it, and attempts to shoot it with her wild bow. I had been a very good boy and was keeping track of Anya's flame arrows. However, I have come to the realization between before and now that Blur is a concentration spell, so her arrows are no longer on fire, which is fine. But basically what Anya does is she vaults forward and skitters sort of underneath the dragon to get to, like, behind the dragon.
Yep.
And so she sort of skids underneath the wings, still having this staticky effect around her, and swings and turns and shoots her arrow at it. There'd be someone within 5 feet. Would she technically be flanking with whoever is underneath the dragon's head right now?
Yes, like...
Wonderful.
Actually, yeah, this lineup, yes, you are flanking precisely
Wonderful.
with Seth.
That's exactly the correct answer, Darby. Thank you very much. So she's going to shoot it with her wild bow. So we're going to go with the 16 over the 4. So 16 plus 4, that's 30. Does a 30
that
hit?
will hit.
Wonderful. Now I have made the frustrating agreement to roll with physical dice tonight. So I apologize because I am about to just be the most annoying person in the world. But thankfully I have a bunch of dice here and I know exactly what she's doing. So the 2d10 radiant, would that need to be separated for you, Darby? I don't know how dragons work.
No.
Cool. I
You
believe...
don't have any of the affected types.
Yeah, I believe the rest is fine. So we have... Oh, those are pretty tasty, and those aren't. So there's 10, 14, 20...
Okay.
Shut up, Siri. 21... 27, 32, 40 points of damage to our dragon friend.
Nice.
And that is the end of Anya's go.
Okay. Next, we are back to the top of initiative with Newman. With Hidden.
Excellent. So, our ally, who is now Dragonborn, before he was a Dragonborn, how large was he, size-wise?
Gargantuan.
When he... Gargantuan. Rightio. Would Huge be able to travel a little bit more freely in this area, would you say?
Yeah, to an extent.
Right. Keeping in mind, Newman also wants to piece together what the hell happened with the cold laser beam that just happened. How does Newman go with that?
Roll me an an intelligence check. Yeah.
Just a flat intelligence check. That's a 17.
17. There seems to be a thing where the mouths are lining up. So you'll have Each one seems to have a different color to it, linking to one of the 5 chromatic dragon colors. There is the white frost, the blue lightning, the red fire, the green poison, and the black acid.
Does Newman know, like, where they, like... Well, okay, so Newman now knows that. Do we as players, or can I see where these areas are? Can you just give me a heads up when something's in the fire?
So currently Anya's just avoiding the fire one.
Yep.
You are basically just avoiding the lightning one. Ross is in the way of the ice one. Bertie is just avoiding the poison one, and no one is in the way of the acid one.
Alright, well, Newman would like to use an action to bring out Zoot Zoot's expanding dragon body, and he'd like to throw it up on the balcony. We're in a path that isn't in the way of a beam, if possible.
Alright.
He would only do it if he knows it's possible, though.
Yes, it is certainly possible.
Oh yeah, cool.
Alright. Let's go here.
Excellent.
Yeah, here. Probably a good spot.
Awesome. I just love looking at this dragon, by the way. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little distracted. It's just so good. Cool. Awesome. And Newman will do another bonus action, hide if possible. He can't really do much else at this stage. So, hang on, let me just check something. Firebolt is an action. Yeah, cool. So yeah, he's going to hide again. So,
yeah, roll me a stealth check.
32.
32, okay.
And it's now Zoot's turn, I believe.
Yes.
Alrighty, Zoot's going to kick it off with the classic breath weapon.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to use Radiant Breath. Just making sure that no one else is in the way. He's going to do a 78 radiant damage.
Alright. Yeah. No one is in the way.
Cool. 39 radiant damage.
Woo. Although I believe Vileblight gets a saving throw. Does he not?
Yes, DC 16 dexterity saving throw. So very likely.
DC 16. That is a 12. So.
Well, I'll take it.
Eat it, Vileblight.
Yeah, eat it real good. Get beamed with radiance. With what was that? 39?
39.
Cool. And I believe that's all Zoot can do at this stage. So he'll just chill there now.
Okay.
And I believe that is all of Newman's turn done.
Alright. Ross.
Okay, I have 2 options I'm tossing between, so I'm going to highs lows it. Okay, I'm going to do the one that does damage. So actually, no, I override my own dice. So Ross is going to first up get out of the way of that thing.
To what way?
I can't see me. To the left. Actually, no. Yeah, go the other way. I want to get in between 2 of the heads.
All right.
There we go. Perfecto. And then Ross is going to say a couple little arcane words, and she's gonna look up at Vileblight and go like, you know, I know we've only just started, but don't you think it's time you just laid down and died? And then in between one blink and the next, her eyes are going to turn not black as if she's changed them, but black as if they are voids, as if there is nothing there. And Vileblight is going to need to make a Wisdom 22 saving throw.
Okay. That is a 29.
I may have wasted a spell. Fuck! Okay.
I rolled
and he
a
is not
natural
affected
19.
by eye bite.
Okay. There's not even a half damage
Wait,
on...
no, because it's not a damage dealing spell, and also I assume cutting words does not work on saving throws because it does not specify that.
No.
Yep. Well, that happens, and that's the only thing that happens because once he saves against it, he's fine. So that's Ross's action. Do. But she is going to look over at Sam.
You can use luck. I believe
I can use luck.
Yes.
Okay, I want to use luck and make you roll again, please. Can you make it be bad?
16.
Hell yeah! Okay. Thank you, Darby, for reminding me of the shit I have. So, Eye Bite. For the spell's duration, my eyes become an inky void imbued with dread power. One creature of my choice within 60 feet must succeed on Wisdom saving throw. I would like to choose the sickened effect of Eye Bite.
Okay.
Meaning the target has disadvantage on all attack rolls and ability checks.
Okay.
And at the end of each of its turns, it can make another Wisdom saving throw. If it succeeds, the effect ends. But until then, disadvantage. And
on attacks and ability checks.
Yes, not saving throws. I wish I wish it was saving throws. But it's fine. He doesn't need to see me, I just need to see him. And then as a bonus action, she is going to look over at Sam and just go, babe, try and hit it this time, yeah? Thumbs up. Inspiration.
All right. So Vileblight does not like that eye bite, and is going to use a legendary action to try to.
Isn't he out of them for this round?
No.
I thought you said he was.
Yeah, that was before his turn. He had his turn and they refuel.
Oh.
It's legendary resistance that don't refuel.
Okay.
So this is the first of his legendary actions in this set of rounds.
Okay.
But he is going to do a tail attack at you.
Cool.
With disadvantage, of course.
Yep.
And,
I will use... No, I won't.
So
that's a reaction.
18 is the lower of the two. Does that hit?
Yeah.
All right.
Hit me.
You take 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Cool. She probably hits back against the wall in between the two statues. Cool.
All right.
Yep.
That is your go. Bertie.
All right. So Bertie kind of was just being thrown away from this dragon, and then the feather fall just slowed it down. And so he kind of just for 6 seconds is just weightless for a moment, and then he in that moment he looks over and sees the magic dissipate from Anya's hand and just smiles at her. And then just says, "Thanks, Anya," which she probably would hear it because her perception is insane.
She would hear it. Also, we have the earrings, so.
Oh, yeah. He just says that real quick over the earrings. And then he kind of uses that momentum of his energy, I suppose, to then push his wings out and then go surge back to the dragon. He's like, "Hey, nice try, but you're going down now." And so bonus action, he's going to use Hexblade's Curse, which is it's within range. For a minute, it's Vileblight is now cursed on top of channel the other one, the paladin thing. So basically, I get a +6 bonus to damage rolls, which just makes it insane. Basically, I score a critical hit on a 19 or a 20, and I gain some hit points if he dies. But you know, cool. And for his action, he's going to attack again. Fun maths times.
All right.
Awesome. So that is basically he gets a 21 to whatever he rolls. So I rolled a 4, so that's a 25 to
Vengeance
hit.
Paladins. Yeah, that is enough.
Yep. Cool. So
Yeah, Vileblade's got
my-
good AC. He doesn't have insane AC.
Birdie is broken. So in many ways. So D8 plus 11, so it's a 3 plus the 11, of course. And then my fun little 5d8s. So that's 7, 8, 3, 1,
Now,
and 3.
Hexblade's Curse, does that do additional damage?
So Hexblade's Curse, I don't believe so.
Okay, so I'm just thinking.
yeah.
I'm thinking of Hex itself.
Yeah,
Okay.
so just gives it complete. I also forgot that I'm just gonna roll a d20 again just in case I get a nat 20, which I did not, so that's fine. Because I forgot I have advantage on it because I have the other paladin thing going at the same time.
Yeah.
Complex. Okay, cool. So that's that. And so because I have advantage, of course, I get my 3d6 additional damage, a 1, a 2, and a 3. So all up, that's
So
42 points
14,
of damage, I believe. All
22,
up.
including the
second
14
attack.
or not including the 14?
Not
Including the 14.
Not including the 14.
Okay.
No. Oh, yes, including the 14. Sorry, 42. Yeah, my apologies.
Oh, 42,
And-
including the 14. Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Second attack is cool. So highest of that was a 10, so you know, like a 32 to hit or something insane like that. So that's fine. Again, more d8 time. So again, it's a total of 68. So I roll. Sorry guys, I'll get this done sorted at one point. So the 11, of course, plus 1, plus 5, plus 3, plus another 5, plus 7, plus 4, so that's 36, and then my 3d6, which is 3 plus 6 plus 1. So 82 points of damage. That second attack.
Oof.
And Betty ends his turn.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you hurt Vileblight there. Vileblight is going to
Good.
use a legendary action to whack you with their tail. So disadvantage because of eye bite. Like, so it's 24 is the lower. Does that hit you?
It does.
Does. That is actually
yeah,
a surprise.
Yeah, 22.
Yeah. Okay, so you take... Where is it? 19 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right. But he gets thrown around a bit more, but manages to kind of regain his footing in the sky, I guess.
Yes.
He's just like, nice try. He's still going down.
All right. So... All right. Next is Sam, who is going to attempt 2 attacks again. So first one.
With inspiration.
First one is a natural 1. Actually, no. He was
Sam.
flanking with
Gotta look
Anya,
at
so he
potion.
gets advantage, which is a natural 19. Which he doesn't have a thing to make that a crit, but still, that certainly hits. You know what? Yeah. So next time he hits, which means he does. Where is it? Actions. So he does 5 plus 2d6 radiant, which is 7, so 12 plus the 4th level branding smite. Nice. So that's 28. For good measure, he's also going to put a, let's say a 3rd level smite into that. So that's another 3d. No, 4. No, it's. No, he doesn't have improved. So 5d8 because undead. Alright, so that is another 18. So 12, 26.
Thanks for reminding me. There's an extra d8 for undead, but he's smite.
Specifically for
smiting,
smite, which you haven't used yet.
No, I haven't, but soon.
Yes. So 12, 16, and then the last one was. What was the last one? 18. Okay, with that first attack, Vileblight is shaky. Sam is going to do another attack. That's the higher of those is an 18 plus his bonus. That's going to hit. So this time, Sam's just going to do the. He's not going to smite this one, but 7 plus 5, so another 12 points of damage. And because Vileblight will run out, is about to reset, Vileblight's going to do another tail attack at the end of Sam's turn. And go for. You know what? Actually, no. Yeah, let's go for Sam. That's consistent with how Vileblight's been using legendaries this round.
Plus, Sam's the traitor after all.
So what is happening to Sam?
He's being whacked with a bony tail.
Getting whacked off, is he?
Oh dear. So that is 22, which is definitely enough to hit. So he takes 19 points of bludgeoning damage. And then it is Vileblight's go. Vileblight is going to look towards Borax.
He struggles to do so.
Yes.
His head's webbed. Still.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I also
Sticky
forgot about that.
face.
Oh, the
So you
goof
can
in
still-
the face
still-
gets you every time.
Like, the size of
We've all
his
been
skull,
there,
he
don't
can
worry,
still
Vileblight.
side-eye. He can still
Yeah.
side-eye.
Yeah.
Plus, fun fact, he doesn't have true sight, but he does have blind sense.
The stinkiest
Actually,
side eye.
Did you want to do the save now, just to see if he is actually stuck in the web?
Blind sight, sorry, not blind sense. Yeah, I shouldn't I? So it's a dexterity save.
Yeah, it's dexterity. I'll just double check, but I think it's a dexterity 21.
He fails. But you know what? He's sick of it. He's going to use legendary resistance.
Okay. Bye, web. So let me just check what happens to that. So he's not stuck in it, but I guess
Yes.
it's still there.
Yeah. So he's going to cast a spell on Cobopharix. Cobopharix is going to take some damage. 4d6, which is 11 points of psychic damage. And then needs to make an intelligence saving throw. And fails. So Cobopharix has just been, not Cobopharix, Borax Taraka, wrong dragon. Borax Taraka is going to be feeble-minded.
Well, that's not cool.
Uh-oh!
Uh-oh.
That's the end of Vileblight's turn. Then
That's his traitor, I guess.
Then, Then, lair action. Who do I want to put this effect on? Anya. Can you please roll me a wisdom saving throw, please?
I knew it'd be Anya. As soon as you said that, I knew it'd be Anya.
Also, can
Oh, never mind. Oh, my beautiful babe. That's a 24.
That is
Ugh.
enough. So you see this fog start to kind of cloud around you, and you.
No, she doesn't.
You sense.
That's
you
the
sense
problem.
this fog start to
No, that's-
to cloud around
Tommy,
you.
That's why she saves. Because she can't see the fog.
But yeah, you bat it away. All right. Then it is Cobopharix's go. Cobopharix. Borax Taraka. Why do I keep going for Cobopharix rather than Borax Taraka?
Who is
Because it's a cool
Cobopharix,
name.
Darby? Just another dragon that's going to come and
Yeah, I
kick
think
our ass.
Cobopharix might have been the blue dragon you faced ages
Oh,
and ages
possibly,
ago.
yeah.
So, what can they do? What can he do?
Not a lot if
much.
he's been feeble-minded. Can't cast spells, he can't
Yeah.
talk.
You know what? For fun, they can't sustain their form.
big boy,
So they're just going to
little
go
lady boys.
feral in dragon form. And they don't have the intelligence to really know that they're...
Friend or foe?
Well, they can identify friend or foe. They don't have the intelligence to understand collateral damage, though. So they are going to set off a breath weapon. Fortunately, the only creature that is in a direct line between Borax and that is in the direct line other than Vileblight is Zoot Zoot. So can Zoot Zoot please make me a dexterity saving throw?
I was prepared for literally anyone, and I was fine. And then you said Zoot Zoot, and I'm so upset.
Good news is Vileblight
Save.
fails the save.
So I just need to check how saves work. So what save was it?
A dexterity save.
So as far as I'm aware, it's just a flat then. So
Okay.
he does not.
So that is 91 points of lightning damage. As I imagine, does Zoot Zoot even have 91 points of...
It's 147.
147. Okay, so Zoot Zoot is fried and somewhat overloaded, but is still functioning.
Zoot Zoot's gonna let out a
Champion.
very angry roar directly targeted towards the dragon on the other side.
All right. Next is Anya.
Oh, Anya's go again already. Fun times. So Anya, she's gonna be pretty simple this round. And she's going to shoot the bone dragon.
All right.
Twice. So.
Oh, I need to roll the. This doesn't impact your turn at all, but I need to roll the save on eye blight.
I am
That is
guessing.
If it beats a 22, it wins.
26.
Cool. Okay, ignore my question in the group chat.
Yeah,
I'm guessing a 16 doesn't hit.
it does not.
Yeah, okay. That's all right, because she does have her second arrow, which she's going to use her bonus action to shoot. Oh, that's only a little bit better. Oh, no, it's better. 22. Does a 22 hit?
It does.
Fuck, thank God. Okay, so she would still get everything with that. Yep, cool. Nice. Love this shit. This is great. Pretty happy with that. Let's see what we got. We have 8, 16, 20, 25, 30, 35, 39, plus 8. So that is 47 points of damage.
All right.
And that's Anya's turn.
Yeah. Okay. Back to the top of initiative, and it is Newman's turn.
Yep. So what will Newman do? He can't do any of that. So, yeah, he will come out from his hiding spot, and he's going to poke him again. Let me just double check. He's got nothing cool in his inventory. Nah, I didn't think so. Yeah, he's just going to poke him again for the time being.
All right.
So we'll try this again. Are there any allies within 5 feet? It's just kind of hard to see from this point.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Birdie's on top.
Yeah.
Cool.
Betty's on top.
Certainly am.
Sam's near
Nice.
enough to melee attack.
22 to hit.
That is enough.
Rightio, cool. So, can I please, pretty please, do 8 piercing damage plus further 18 from sneak attack?
Okay, so 26 damage all up.
And, sorry, just to confirm, I will never remember this. If I'm sneaking, does that just give me the sneak attack die? It's not an advantage thing. It's a.
Yeah, it gives you advantage.
Oh, okay, I'll just roll as
yeah.
if
Just see if you would have
to
gotten
see
a
if I
crit.
got anything better. I've got a 29, but that's it's not a 20.
Alright.
So, cool. And then for his bonus action, what are people doing? He is going to. Yeah, bonus action, hide again. He does not want to be. He's noticing a lot of mind controlling spells going around, and he has PTSD. So, let's go do that.
Ooh.
That's a natural 20, so 38.
Okay. Ross, your go.
Cool. So,
Actually, before you go,
Yeah.
Vileblight is going to use a legendary action to do a wing attack, which I believe everyone is still within 10 feet. So can I get everyone to please make me... 15 feet, sorry. So can I get everyone to make me a dexterity saving throw?
Is Zoot within 15?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
20 for Bertie.
Okay.
Oy.
15 for Ross.
Oof.
A 17.
It's bad for her.
17 for Newman.
Yep, and yeah.
Anya is also a 17, but let me know if that fails because
Yeah.
she can spend a sorcery point to re-roll it.
Okay. Yeah. So all of these have failed. The DC is
Okay.
in fact 23.
Wonderful.
Dude got a 16.
16. That is a failure.
What did you say the DC was?
23.
Cool, she meets it.
Wait, if you meet the DC, it saves?
Yes. Yes.
Cool. Anya met it.
Numa's going to give Zoot a +7,
Okay.
which meets it.
Yeah. So Sam saves. Borax does not. So, okay. So the damage from the attack is it's only 12 damage. So Newman and Anya take half of that.
Anya doesn't take any.
You did
'cause
succeed
she
in the
met.
end? Okay.
And
So
neither would Newman if he rolled a 23.
he
That was.
Or what did... Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Never mind.
Potentially
Anya
the most
doesn't take
important
any.
character, Jake was.
if I,
Yeah, naturally.
Yeah.
Trying to min-max here.
Then Newman, you are knocked prone though. As are Bertie and Ross.
That's fine. Can I be knocked prone whilst hiding? Ha ha ha.
Yeah. Bertie, you are falling again.
Featherfall.
Featherfall.
She hasn't
And you're
used her reaction.
gently
Let's go.
placed
Sweet.
on the ground by Anya's magic. Okay.
So Anya skitters again underneath the dragon to avoid the whip of the wind, and as she does, sort of twists her hands up, and like this wisp hits Bertie again.
Oh! Anya first drinks on me. There you go. Thank you.
All
You're
right.
welcome. Just try to hold on, okay?
So now it is Ross's go.
No, it's Zoot's.
Oh
Sorry.
yes, Zoot Zoot.
Now, I haven't tried this before, so I'm not sure if it's how to do it. But to check if he gets his breath weapon, I just roll a
Yes.
d6, and if
Yes.
it's a 5 or a 6.
Yes, if it's 5 or a 6, he gets it back.
So instead, Zoot will do something nowhere near as good, but still okay. He will do. Sorry, I was just double checking. He will do his own. He'll do a tail. Can you reach with a tail attack?
Yeah.
Reach of 10 feet.
Yes.
He will do a tail attack with a 2d10 plus 7.
All right.
So he will do 16 damage.
Well, does he hit first?
That's very true. So what's that? A plus 11 to hit. No, that's a 15 to hit. So
Ugh,
he's just going
yeah.
to poke in between the bones, I'm guessing.
Yep.
All
right.
Yeah, that's it for Zoot.
Yeah. Yeah. Next is Ross's go.
Me, finally. Okay, so Ross, so with the wing attacks, is it like us getting hit by the wings, or is it like the wind being
The
generated
beating
by the
wind.
wings?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So she gets after she gets slammed by that tail into the wall, she then also gets slammed into the ground. And she tries to drag herself to her knees, and she does this huge hair, Little Mermaid hair flip to get her hair out of her face, where anyone looking would see as Vileblight shakes off eye bite, her eyes fade back to their normal red. She cracks her own neck, and she goes all right, you want to play that fucking game, buddy? Get bent, and then she's going to cast heat metal on the jewelry she attached to the wing.
Okay, Vileblight's gonna counterspell.
I'll counterspell him.
Alright, neither of it is declared spell level, so yeah, the counterspell on his counterspell works.
Yep. Cool. Aw, that's such a bad roll for this. Did I say what level I was casting it at?
No.
Can
Which
I?
Not when the counterspell has been important, otherwise...
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, cool. Okay, just let me double check and I'll
I believe
reroll
it's
that.
a level 2 spell by default.
It is. No. Okay, I'll re-roll that. That's 5 points of fire damage. Great, a wonderful use of my time and energy. And then, okay, she's going to use half her movement to get back up.
Yep.
Just so he doesn't have any sort of advantage. And then, she can't see Newman at all, can she?
No.
No. Birdie's flying up. Don't have the rules for inspiration up.
Maybe to ask where Newman is.
Newman! Wherever you are! Hit it good, please! Inspiration.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, if Newman can, he could give a description of where he is over the year.
She's
Alright.
just... As long as he's within, I think, 60 feet,
Yeah.
he's inspired. It doesn't matter. She doesn't
Yeah.
need to know where he is.
Alright. Bertie, it's your go.
All right. Bertie is going to I've expended all the bonus actions. So he is going to do a fun, sexy stabby stab.
Alright. Roll to hit.
Did you crit?
I rolled a 19, which is a crit currently.
Yeah, it's a crit against anything hexed by you.
That's it, which
Yeah.
is Vileblight. So I guess, are you guys ready for more maths? Sorry. So I'll roll, and Dubby, you can calculate the additional damage, please.
Yeah, the
because your
maximum.
big brain. Thank you.
Nothing
So-
sexier than the
Are you-
numbers game.
Are you
true.
doing the cheese paladin move and
Smite.
smiting on the...
I would like to smite. Yes, sir.
Alright, so that smite is I think 7d8? Because
Yep.
undead?
Yup, it is.
So that's 7d8 on top of Birdie's normal d8 on top of the extra 3d6.
Yeah.
So I'm rolling the normal d8 plus 11 plus the 3d6. 4, 5. I'm just calculating them all to save you guys fun numbers.
Plus
Again,
18.
apologies, y'all.
Plus
1.
it's
Alright, so that's 49 points of damage without that. I'll keep track of that for you, Darby. You can do that.
Yeah.
And then smite is 78. God. Brody is disgusting. Alright.
I think you're and then you've got your standard bonus because you're just counting the dice rolls, aren't you?
Yes,
You're not
yeah.
counting the plus 11.
I'm counting the plus 11 in this
Okay.
now. Yeah.
So what was the total that you got?
So the total I got was 49, and now I'm doing smite.
Oh, you still haven't rolled your smite.
Yeah, I'm rolling it now. Sorry. 7 plus 7 plus 3 plus 3 plus 5 plus what's that?
This is already an
Four.
insane number.
Cool. All right. So my additional damage is tragically 78 points of damage.
So
that's
including
my
that
smite.
56. Oh wait, no, 56 isn't the
Oh,
thing.
plus whatever
49.
you've calculated. So
Okay.
what do I get on top of that?
So, on top of that, 122.
122. Okay,
So, it
cool.
was
So
122
122
plus...
on top of that. Plus
That's-
78. So that's 200 exactly. 200 points of damage exactly. And that's my first attack.
It's also your last, because that
Oh my god, Betty!
Vileblight had 163 hit points left
Holy shit.
of a grand total of 690.
Oh my god, 690 points of damage. That is incredible. Cool. So Bertie, after just being knocked about by this thing repeatedly and just being kind of scooped up by Anya every time, okay, nice try. You can start fighting my friends now. Yeah, you picked a bad day to be a Majesty. You're all gonna die. And tries to again get back into it, like where the skull is, where most people have been kind of targeting to. But he kind of overbalances and probably just like goes straight into like the side of it, like where the bones are around the neck, and then just kind of draws in that energy and everything he's feeling right now and just explodes it outwards through like the hollow parts of its body, I guess.
Yeah, like getting back up from having fallen down and being placed on the ground gently by Featherfall. You're able to use the momentum to kind of thrust you forward, and then that additional radiant spark from the smite on top of the radiance of the blade itself just absolutely dusts Vileblight by the time that you're done with him.
Cool. And Betty drops to the ground. He's like, is that it?
I guess you don't need to hold on anymore. I retract that. Actually.
Oh. Cool. Well, I mean, normally I'm pretty good at holding on, but you know, he is a pretty big boy, so not that that's usually a problem for me. Cool. Okay.
It's okay, Bertie. I had your back.
Yeah, no. And he kind of like patters over to Anya. He's like, thank you. Good job, everyone. Is he gone?
Holy shit. I hope he's gone.
We all work well together. Good job, everyone.
You hear as things start to quiet down from Borax Taraka as he crashes down into the podium, rips it apart primally, revealing a hoard of treasure buried beneath, reaches in with his claw and goes for the diadem and just beats his wings out and leaves.
Well, he got what he wanted, and he also didn't turn around to kill us. I thought I was kind of getting ready to have to kill him too. That's lucky, I guess.
Should we let him get away with that? You know what?
Good point.
Look, I know it was our deal with him, but he is also currently fully feral, and he has a diadem of power.
Anya, very at that, she kind of turns and she shifts the power that she'd been holding for Blur, and the static sort of shifts off her, and she sort of pushes her hand forward and almost like lassos Borax with the spell Slow. Can Borax make a wisdom saving throw, please?
All right. Wisdom saving throw. Yeah, that's the one mental stat not affected by Feeble Mind. But I rolled pretty low. That's a 16.
Oh, hell yeah. The DC's 18. Oh, yes. Good job, Anya.
So Borax is still moving away at
how
this
far?
point.
So his speed is halved. He has a -2 to AC and Dex. Saving throws. Can't use reactions. It can use either an action or a bonus action on its turn, not both. Regardless of the creature's abilities or magic items, it can't make more than one melee or ranged attack during its turn. Spells that take an action can, dependent on rolls, take 2 turns to go off.
Okay.
How far
And Anya's like, not so fast, Borax. We still have dealings with you.
Okay, so what's the range on
How
slow? Just
far
for-
away?
Yeah.
120 feet.
120 feet. So yeah, Borax is probably just within that range at the time that you are able to cast that spell on him. Actually, no,
and, like-
probably about 60 feet away. Or
Okay,
no,
that's
80,
fine. Spiderweb,
80 feet.
go. Newman asks, I'm all out of 3rd level slots. Does anyone have fly?
You have Zootsu.
Very true, actually. Zoot, come. So yeah, Newman will call forth the Zoot as he sort of flies over after Borax, and he will attempt to block any passageway with web.
All right. What is Zoot's speed?
Zoot's speed, my friend, is 90.
90. So definitely enough to overtake the slowed Borax.
Cool. I would like to web him.
All right.
If possible, web the wings. If
Okay.
you'll allow it for flavor.
Yeah. So we'll see. Yeah, the deck save when it comes to Borax's go.
Are we going back into initiative now?
Yeah.
I don't know whose turn it is. Who was after Birdie?
Well, we have kind
That
of
was
been
a reactory.
working it. Well, after Birdie would have been Sam, and then Borax. So we've basically gone Borax.
We just skipped over
then
Sam.
basically.
Yeah.
He would have missed anyway.
Sam wouldn't have done anything because he didn't realize that that there was going to be an issue with Borax because the one threat was dead.
Yeah.
So Newman, it is Ross's go.
Okay. Okay, we're playing it a little fast and loose in this initiative.
Yeah.
Ross is gonna like get a half a movement, get up to her feet, and she's gonna look at the others, and she's gonna be like, okay, I'm about to say something that's going to sound a little bit fucked up. But I need you all to, I just hope you all know where I'm coming from when I say this. Do we want to fix Borax? Or do we want to eliminate the potential of him having a diadem of power?
What do you mean by fix?
If this is the spell I think it is, I can get him back to his normal state of mind. The other option is we either get rid of him or we get rid of the diadem. One is betraying the oath we made to him, but it might save us trouble in the long term. but it's not very morally correct, so...
Anya, she thinks a moment. Obviously, this is hard and loose.
Fast and loose.
Fast
Fast
and
moving
whatever.
time.
Yeah, bullet time. She thinks for a moment and she's like, Rovari, I won't put unnecessary pressure on you. I think we all know what the correct option is. I have no doubt in my mind that after he is back to himself, if he is unwilling to tell us what the power he holds is, our deal will have been finished.
Fair. And, better double check she actually has it, huh?
What are you looking for?
Because I believe Feeble Mind can be ended with Greater Restoration.
Yes, Greater Restoration, Heal, or Wish. Greater Restoration is touch, heal is 60 feet, and wish is wherever.
Is wish.
Yeah.
Okay, Ross is gonna go over to this very webbed, probably screaming, thrashing, flailing dragon.
At 80 feet away?
I'm 80 feet away. Okay, I'll take a round to get there.
Okay.
If anyone does anything in the meantime, let me know.
Alright. Bertie, are you doing anything?
Bertie doesn't. He kind of just like, he was like really tensed and ready for fight. But he then like sees, he would hear Anya's to Ross, and then he like looks at Ross, looks very determined as she's striding over, and at Newman, who's doing whatever he's about to do, and he kind of just like, and then just kind of relaxes a bit, and he's still watchful, but he just stands there and waits, and he kind of like lands on the ground as well and plops, and like he doesn't fold his wings up though, just in
He
case.
was by Anya, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Anya, feeling him nearby and feeling him slump, probably reaches out and just like brushes the back of a couple of his fingers with hers.
Oh yeah, but he kind of like, when she does that, he like starts a bit and then like laces his fingers in together with Anya's and just like leans his body closer to hers because he's short. It's like to her shoulder at best.
Right. Sam is not going to do much, but he will say to you, Ross, you've got this, and that is a bardic inspiration. So that's just a 1d10 from Sam, but it's still 1d10. Then it is Borax's go. So that is a dex save, I believe.
Dex 21.
Dex 21. That's a nat 20.
Yeah, does Feeble Mind do anything?
Not for physical stuff.
Oh, he's not in the web.
Yeah.
Does anyone have lucky or something?
Lucky wouldn't apply on this one.
Okay.
I have
but-
DM Inspiration though.
Can DM inspiration invoke disadvantage?
I believe it can.
I'll allow it. What's
Sorry,
this?
Darby.
That is
Roll again,
a-
please, Darby.
That is a dirty 20.
Oh, cool. Failed.
Okay.
Oh.
So does that restrain or make difficult terrain?
That is Restrain.
Okay.
And I specifically targeted the wings. I'm not sure if you'll let me flavor it like that, but
actually, yeah, because the dragon needs to roll wings. Yeah, so that's going to be a couple of d6 of damage as Borax falls to the ground. So that is.
Beautiful.
thank you.
Okay. All right. Okay, so that's your reaction. Anya, you immediately get your reaction back as it's your turn again.
Oh yeah. Anya. Oh, what can she do? What would she do? Anya's just going to concentrate on holding slow.
Okay.
Yeah, because the only other thing that she would do is also concentration. She might actually cast message directly to Borax, and she'll say, "I'm not sure if you can hear me or if you understand, but we don't mean you harm. We want to help and understand."
You do not get any sort of response back.
Yeah. She's just hoping he'll remember it when his mind is better. But that's all she does.
Newman, your go.
Newman will fly back down.
Okay.
But maybe just hover and just essentially delay his turn if possible.
All right. Ross.
I'm gonna try and grab onto him and cast Greater Restoration. Like onto whatever part of him is not. I don't know. What part of him is flailing the least?
I mean, all of it's flailing, but like it's easy enough to like coming to just
Probably the
roll.
breast area, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a feel of those titties. Do I have to roll to touch the titties?
As long as Newman didn't get the web all over him.
So it would be an unarmed strike, which is a +7.
For me?
Yeah.
Damn, I'm better at that than I thought. Okay. Maths. 21.
21. Was that with advantage?
No. Should be with advantage.
Because restrained.
Natural 20.
Nat 20 slapped the titties.
And inspiration if you really want. Hashtag
Oh yeah, no,
Sam.
I have sense. I don't need like a 30 to touch the titties.
Because here's the thing, a 21 would have just missed. But yes, with that nat 20, you are able to touch Borax character to cast Greater Restoration on them.
Yeah, so like she reaches into her little thigh bag and she pulls out this glittering handful of diamond dust, and she almost like swing her hand back, runs it over her tambourine, so there's this bright trilling noise as she then slams her hand into Borax right on the titty and casts Greater Restoration.
All right.
And
you see, like, Borax's eyes go from this, like, feral intensity to their usual more reserved, intelligent state. And that's where
Welcome
we're going
back.
to leave it for this episode.
hell yeah. Thank you for watching part 1 of episode 69, everybody.
Hope you had a nice time.
Yeah.
Sorry for
Goodbye.
listening.
Sorry for
And
listening.
thank you.
That was
Always.
Bye.
Coming in Strahd style.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, oh. Exciting.
We don't have designated hand movements. Oh no.
No.